Hi, my name is Cheri and I became involved with Living Alternatives in April of 2014 when I went in with my pregnant with my eighth child, to see if there was a heartbeat. This was after our loss. And so we had lost our son Praise 4 months prior, and we had gotten pregnant again. And we chose Living Alternatives because I had been involved with them previously, and I was still grieving. And so I needed to see that the baby inside of me was indeed living. And Amy Doty had just gotten certified with the rocking chair program, and she had offered if I wanted to be the first client, and I immediately said yes. The rocking chair program walks you through your grief. It walks you through the process and the stages of grief, and what happens with a lot of not only women with miscarriage, loss, or stillborn, infant loss or stillborn, anybody can get stuck on a certain stage, and then they just stay there, and they don't know they're stuck. They just keep going on living and dealing with the grief in the way that's not healthy, and they don't realize that they're stuck. And I kind of knew that I didn't want to get stuck, and that God was bringing me through each stage, but I needed to go in depth more. So that's what the rocking chair program does, is it helps you go through each stage of grief deeper and explore your emotions and your feelings, and put scripture in there to remind you of what you need to hear and what you need to know, and to get unstuck. The faith aspect of dealing with grief, the reason that I chose Living Alternatives is because I knew that all of these women there, they know and love Jesus. And because we know and love Jesus, that was important to me. But these women came alongside me, and they they picked up my arms, and they just reminded me how much God loved me, and I never doubted that, but you need to hear it. You need to hear it because you're so caught in the grief that you just don't know, Because I was pregnant again 4 months after, it was a very teeter-totter situation. I wanted to be pregnant, but at the same time, I was kind of pushing away and not thinking about that pregnancy because I was so scared to lose our Willow. It was good. It was really good, because they were able to be excited about the life that was in me, even though I was still so cautious about it, So Willow was actually conceived on Praise's due date. So God redeemed that date for us. She is the joy of the entire family. I'm not kidding. Everybody loves her. She's so special, and she has just such a sweet spirit. And she's a cuddler. God knew I needed a cuddler, I honestly think that if Living Alternatives was not in existence, that I would still be grieving. Because I still, it still comes out, but I know that I dealt with it, so I can go and stand on that, because the enemy just will try to use anything he can to take our mind off the Lord, So I think that if Living Alternatives wasn't there, that I'd probably still be going through it, honestly.